What's up, everybody? Tommy Har with the Real Side of Real Estate. Today we're at a property we bought 4 months ago. We had a non-paying squatter in the house. We bought this house for $250,000 using a private money loan. ARV houses on this street in this general area are selling for $650,000 to maybe even up to $800,000. Now, they left this house in crazy nasty condition. I got our team with us. We're gonna walk through it, talk about what we need to do, and talk about some of the things that happen in the real side of real estate. Let's get to it. So this one, so remember how I was talking about the squatters?
Yeah.
So they were behind, the seller knew they were behind $9,000. And he sold it for this cheap because he knew they were a problem, they would never pay.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to go through the eviction process. So he sold it to us. This house is nice.
Whew. Oh my God. Wow.
So remember the comps we were just looking at?
Yeah, I remember. It's gonna take a lot to get there, man.
Gonna take a lot to get there.
Don't want to touch anything, really.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Jeez.
Yeah, somebody said yesterday in my Instagram DMs, they were like, that looks like a bed bug house. And I woke up in the middle of the night just like,
yeah.
Scratching and itching.
God.
So first things that you, like, there's things that you can't see in videos, but you can smell it here. God awful smell.
You could smell it.
So what's the first glance, what do you think we got to do to this house?
Rip it all out, man. I mean,
Gut it.
gut this stuff. Yeah. Wallpaper. I mean, doors.
So it's 100. Remember, it's built in 1900. So for those of you watching this video, this house is built in 1900. It's 1650 square feet. You got all sorts of plaster, wallpaper. Let's see if I can rip this off. Yeah.
I ain't touching
So,
yeah.
touch it, I don't really care. But this house is gonna have to go completely down to the studs and completely reconfigured because it's just the way it's got to go. So they were living in this house
That's something
up to
else, man.
last week.
Oh my God.
It doesn't smell that bad though.
It doesn't?
Not like
Come
I smell
on,
bro.
bugbears, brother.
Come on.
This house is awful. So you got all this stuff. So
Oh
Matt,
my gosh.
what I kind
Yeah.
of want to do is like the process of getting it to back to up and running. Obviously, we got to demo everything, so down to the studs. But with these houses, like if I was talking to Bruce right now, project management, we may want to keep some stuff here. Like maybe we want to keep the trim.
Okay.
Do we try to keep the trim? Do we not? Because this is all original, so all this
Right.
stuff
You
kind
want
of
to
see.
keep some original if you can.
Yeah.
Right.
So like some of this stuff maybe, but at the same time, sometimes it's not even worth trying to keep it.
Right.
So you got to make that decision because once you come in and start ripping things out, it's gone once it's ripped out.
Can't bring it back.
But the cool thing about these houses, so you got an entrance here, you got an entrance here. What we would probably do is open this up, LVL it. So this is all now opened into here. And then, so there's clearly a chimney right here, right?
Okay.
So anytime there's a butt out here, and then you got your kitchen. So what we're gonna try and do is take this wall from that wall all the way over to the stairway. So when you walk in this house, it's just nice, open from the front all the way to the back.
Okay.
And just have a beautiful kitchen in this space. So that's gonna take a lot of, so you gotta think about bigger things than just taking walls out. Is there electric in this wall? Yes. Is there heat runs in this wall? So HVAC going up there? Yes. And Rob can kind of just come in and show this kitchen. I mean, this is insane. So I heard somebody say one time, a couple of years ago, they would never eat at a company potluck ever again, figuring out once how that people live.
All right.
And I believe it now.
Yeah.
So you'll see this a lot. So that the house you were looking at today, they had drop ceilings. In these old houses, they put drop ceilings in them because they're hiding electric. They're hiding that old cracked plaster.
Right.
So you got to rip that down and the ceiling down below it. So
Got
there's
it.
a lot of demo that goes on in these houses.
Yep.
So there's a bathroom back here that we've never been able to get to. I was told yesterday that's not great.
Oh my gosh.
So then you got this area, which was an enclosed porch at one point. So you see that how's the exterior of the house.
That's so sad.
So
Yeah.
you got to start
Hey, Rob.
thinking, because remember this is a 100-year-old house. There's no access to the basement other than outside.
Right.
you got to start bringing everything up. Your laundry, anything, like maybe have a little bit of storage, or build access to your basement. But yeah, this is a peach.
Yeah,
So you can see here, so this right here was the exterior of the house at one point, right?
See? Okay.
So you got this old wooden siding, you had an old window.
Oh, wow, look at that, yeah.
So what we would try and do is open this all up for us.
Okay.
But you're gonna have to get with a structural engineer, you're gonna have to do a lot of things to get it to that point.
Gonna need a few dumpsters.
Oh yeah, a few dumpsters, no doubt about that one.
Yeah.
Would you believe this house is worth 600,000?
It
ARV,
will be.
It's gonna need about 200 to fix it up. So.
Yeah.
So this is a rehab that a lot of people are terrified to take on.
Yeah.
Let's check out the upstairs here.
Oh, yeah. You first.
So notice the plaster. So it's all got to get ripped out. So in these old houses, you got to try and figure out what you want to keep, what you want to salvage. This house, to me, there's not much salvage.
No.
Like rat shit. Careful on the floors here. There are a couple needles.
Heroin?
I think that
sure.
there's some diabetes, like stuff right here. So I think somebody had diabetes.
Maybe a little heroin in there, too.
So also with these houses, remember, you're with your job, you got to figure out where value can be added,
Gotcha.
right?
Yeah.
So there's one full bathroom, one half bath right now. We got to minimally at this house put one more full bathroom. That's going to up
For
the
sure.
ARV. So in these rooms, start to figure out, okay, how can I stick something in there?
Yeah.
So it may not be this room,
Best spot to put a bathroom.
but just start thinking about it. So like this room here also comes around to this one here, and there's nothing in between them other than maybe this window. So what we could do is we could almost take this out, frame out in between the two a little bit, because you can put a door right here.
Right.
And if you frame this out to here, to the window, you could put a Jack and Jill in between these two
There you go.
and have your bathroom there.
There you
so that's
go.
An option.
And these are 2 big bedrooms?
They are big.
Yeah.
Very big. So you're not really stealing much space if you do that.
Yeah, you need another bathroom upstairs.
Probably
for sure.
what we do. So you can show them that.
I was thinking about Longview. But
Yeah, but the problem with Longview is we stole into the bedrooms, and the complaint and why it hasn't sold is we made the bedrooms too small.
Oh.
So we did the quote unquote add value that everybody talks about, but we didn't think about that. Big house.
Yeah, this is huge.
So you got your master here. The cool thing about this, we're gonna kind of make it like St. Clair.
oh damn.
You got this off the back of the house. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
So you got a walkway.
What?
So we'll probably rip this out. We'll probably rip this out and put a nice deck. Boom. So you got like a coffee deck area
Yeah, a little one.
off the back of the house.
Love it.
This house is gonna be sick.
Yeah.
And then you can see here, you got a big garage. So in these areas, really, this is the only area in Columbus, maybe like Short North, that you can even consider doing what's called an ADU, additional dwelling unit. So you got the garage, pop the top on the garage, and add like an apartment on top.
Whoa, there you go.
Yep. So if you look around, like that right there, it's either a split lot or that's a whole nother house.
Right.
So like to add value in something like this, we could literally go to the city, split the lot, and then literally build a new house here.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah. That's what they did right there,
What they did right there.
That's awesome.
I got stuff
Is this like
crawling on me.
a kitchen, dog?
It was at one point, a little kitchenette.
Duplex?
No, I mean they just had it. You got your roach magnet.
There you go.
It's always a good sign.
There you
Patrick,
go.
what do you think about your first house ever?
Oh man.
I mean, this is a crazy nice house. Just a lot of random shit in it.
Yeah.
For sure.
So you feel the floor's kind of sloping too. There's gonna be a lot of reconfiguring structurally here.
Could be like Bellevue, huh?
Yes. Not as bad as Bellevue, I would say.
No.
Because you're not seeing a bunch of cracks. What you want to do is look in these corners. So the corners of the doorways, and if there's splits at the corners, then that means things are settling inward. I think this floor is kind of just doing one of these.
Gotcha.
God, well,
Is it?
yeah. 100%.
Yeah, it is. Interesting.
Wallpaper.
Yeah, that's good. That makes demo 100 times easier.
Hey, halfway done.
Let's see what we can do here. Let's open this up. See what we got.
Bathroom in there.
Let's see what kind of stuff they did. This was an addition at one point.
Nice.
So I think at one, I mean, this is not original here, because you look at the outside of the house when we get out there, but that's drywall.
Good Lord.
Ooh, there's a duty in there.
Nice. All right. Oh,
Some
nice.
hair cutting stuff.
There you go.
Give it to Wayne as a gift. All right.
Lovely. Lovely.
So I've got this thing out. So what you do, in my opinion, here is keep this make this your master suite still,
Yeah.
with a walk-in bathroom or closet, and you got a nice, maybe a closet that walks out to a nice deck. I think that'd be super cool.
That would be really cool.
I mean, if I lived here, I'd want to get my coffee and sit out on my back deck.
That is the way to do it.
And then we got,
Attic.
yes sir. Wow.
Oh my
the knob
God.
and
I
tube
thought that was a
still
real
works.
spider.
So here,
I was about to freak out.
Matt,
Yeah.
as you walk up, look up here. So where you're looking,
Uh-huh.
what's that?
Right here.
Don't touch it. You know what that is?
No.
Knob and tube electric.
Got it. Yep.
So that's gonna be your knob and tube.
Knob and tube.
That's running up, and you can just follow it up to this light. So this is the 100-year-old electric sitting in this house
Wow.
still to this day. So with these old
Damn.
houses, you got to rip everything out, gut it, rewire it, replumb it, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But the only problem here, so what we can do since we're doing a new roof, you have the space to make this finishable. So this is another, how much space, man? I don't even know. What you can do in a scenario like this is not considered egress, because like you can't walk down naturally.
Okay.
You can do what's called a dormer. So you could pop the roof off, make an angle out. So you know how we were showing that other house over
Yeah.
there? And then you angle it out this way and you make this whole other living space.
Ah.
So on this we might consider doing it because the ARV is so much higher,
Right.
and you can make this living space up here.
Absolutely.
It's not a lot of it.
No, but you
But
could
it's-
add a little
This
bedroom
is
or an
400,
office.
400, 500 square feet, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Little office.
It's a 6 space.
Yeah, really cool. So I've never done a dormer, but this might be a house that we do a dormer on for sure, because we got to do a new roof anyway. I think it'd be way worth it. So it's gonna be all of a $200,000 renovation. It's gonna be sick.
Wow. Hey, good Lord.
Can we go ahead and shut those windows over there, Matt? By chance, that one.
Try.
If there's not birds and stuff flying in.
There's a screen though.
Yeah, there is no window there. Yeah, it's probably not worth it anyway.
Close enough. Careful.
It's all drywall, brother.
I think it might be drywall.
That sounds like it.
And that trim right there is not original here. So I think they added this hallway. Because look at the trim here. That's a duct. So they added, I think this was an open space before. I don't know. It feels like drywall.
See if you remember the shape. Oh, you guys got it.
Yeah, it is drywall.
Straight up.
Huh? I don't know.
That's
It's lath for behind it for sure.
gas plaster.
Yeah. So plaster mat. I know we've shown it before, but you got, when you start to demo it, it does this.
Yeah.
So drywall, like we did in there, you pull it off, it comes off in a sheet.
Right. Yeah.
This is now more expensive to demo this stuff because you got to pull the plaster off, you got to scoop it up, and you got to pull the lath off too, which is this stuff. So the lath is the wood. Pull one off. Rare. So they put this, so the framing goes like this. The lath goes across like this, and they smear the cement, which is plaster, between it.
Gotcha.
So that's why you can't just pull it off one by one like that. But definitely a
It's a fucking sick house.
sick house.
Yeah,
It's
man, it's
way
gonna
more
be
space
sweet.
than
This house. So you are 302 Wilson with us, right? 312 Wilson over in Old Town East. We definitely shot some videos there. We had some of our first reels that went viral there.
Yeah.
This is almost the exact same layout. Remember, we had that small Cape Cod here on the back. You walk up, you had a bedroom here, you had a bathroom right here, and then you had your master off the back. Literally the exact same layout.
It seems like all these bedrooms are bigger.
It is. So this one, we got to make this a bathroom here. So frame this out. Maybe bring the hallway to here. Something. But there's,
Yeah, this room's huge in here.
this room's
too.
huge. You got to
Yeah.
steal mostly into this room here. I think.
Yeah, it's a
And
big
do a
boy.
Jack and Jill.
Big boy.
That's like 10 by 10 probably.
Yeah, it's nice. Big space.
Big boy. Down?
Yep. Let's go outside and
It's the best
walk around. I've never been down there. It's still screwed shut. So we could try and get in there.
That's all you
I'm
baby.
sure it's going to be nasty. The neighbor found my lawyer, so we buy it in an LLC, and my lawyer gets all my mail. So the neighbor's been trying to buy it from us, and their last email said that there's a massive rat infestation that
Nah.
comes from this house.
Yep.
So I don't know if you can believe that.
Oh, I believe it.
Whew, God, the piss smell is strong here for sure.
It's gonna look so nice.
I know, man. I know. It's gonna take a lot of work, but those other ones in the neighborhood were fucking sick.
Oh yeah, especially the ones going for $800.
Yeah.
It's crazy how this one. It's still weird to see how a house got this bad. Just kick it.
I don't know, man. People are insane to me. How they take something so beautiful
All right, let's go downstairs first.
and then they just, because the outside of the house ain't that bad, you know?
Brother, this is tough.
This is gonna be fun.
This is where it gets real.
This is the.
We're recording too.
That's good.
Single thing.
Oh yeah.
How old's this house again?
100 years old, baby. It doesn't look like it's gonna be the worst. It's pretty fucking wet down here. Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's some feces there. Yeah, it's definitely poop. Okay. So you got these leveling systems. Matt, you wanna come down here, sir?
Sure, might as well.
So you got these beams going across.
Okay.
So the beam, so you can see the floors, how they've settled down and notched it out. There's definitely gonna be some leveling going on.
You see the ball.
Anything I can use to, there we go.
Yeah, there's cobwebs.
I'm not a big cobweb guy.
I'm not a huge cobweb guy either.
Yeah.
You're not wearing a hat on.
No, that's why I got my trusted tool here.
No, too bad. Like you can see, this is not been too electric. You know that already.
So Matt,
Yeah.
stone foundation.
Yeah.
That's why the basement will get wet. This is not normal.
Uh-huh.
So this is coming from somewhere. There's either a water leak. This is so black right here. This is definitely some sort of like feces. So this is like sewer backup, poop. I imagine they didn't have running water here while they were living here. You saw that stuff up there.
Right.
But if you look up into like the ductwork is metal. If this was constantly wet for the last 50 years, this would be rusted as hell.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think this has gotten, like the electrical panel over there is not crazy rusted.
Okay.
There's not an insane amount of mold on your
Yeah.
floor joists.
Careful in there.
Oh, wow. This furnace is not that old. What the hell? Let's go.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna stay back.
It's a high efficient. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's an expensive furnace. This is
a beast.
pretty new. Nice. Hopefully we can keep this. That'd be sick. It is a 2011, so we'll probably replace it. But it's only 13 years old. So at one point, new water lines in. So we're trying to look for things like that they spent money on. Matt, you coming over here? You scared?
Well, I just got these shoes on, man, but I'm going.
Come on.
I have my real estate vans
All right.
and hat.
You need to bring your Dookie shoes next time.
Yeah, I know. I had them in my fucking
So
car.
here, this is a good thing to see, Matt. Junction box. So there's really not, so there's one old line coming in and it splits out into all knob and tube. So your line, boom, splitting out to knob. So most of this house is probably gonna be knob and tube. There's some termite damage up in this joist.
Yep. That whole
I can
beam's
break,
rot.
I can break it with a fucking
Piece of foam.
piece of foam.
Pizza foam.
Foam and wood.
That's pizza foam.
But overall, the foundation looks pretty good, actually.
Sure.
They had a little workshop down here to the left.
Oh, yeah, that looks terrifying.
Little
Yeah, that looks really
Whoa,
scary.
look at
bro.
this here.
Is that a bird cage?
Yeah, there's nothing in it,
Your
though.
mom would love that.
It's pretty old school.
Yeah.
That's
This is
really
where they killed people and hid the
cool.
bodies.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah, this is very creepy.
Dark web organ cell.
But this basement is way better than I imagined.
For sure.
That's cool.
Way better. You got some termite tubes everywhere, so anybody watching this video, oh, the centipede. So, Rob, you want to show them up in that band board?
Yeah, brother. I'll take the lead. Fuck.
Let's try to watch our mouths. There could be kids watching this.
Could be.
So that's a termite tube. So anytime you're down in these basements, that's how termites colonize. So if you're in these old basements, that's exactly what you want to look for. That's active termites. You want to see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Up in that band board.
Yeah.
See how that little piece of mud is going down?
Uh-huh.
That's a mud tube. So that's how termites
termites.
colonize.
Look at that.
Yes, sir.
I kind of feel them crawling on my back.
This here is asbestos. You got your asbestos wrap on the ductwork. So that tells me these ducts have been here a little while, and they're not rusted, which is good.
Cool.
Any dead bodies?
I don't know.
That's cool.
I don't like what's over all these cages down here. It's really weird, bro.
Sounds like you kind of got the creeps right now.
Yeah, I would say.
This is great. I can't believe this is my job. Oh, this basement's awesome, actually. I don't know, like.
Oh, it's got some potential. Yep.
Like there's some like, tree root action or some shit right there, or just.
I don't know. I think they just poured a really thin slab, so we're gonna have to cut it out and
Got some
pour.
potential.
It's got a lot of potential, man.
Oh, yeah.
I had that sewer back on the outside,
So like, yeah. I don't know where the main stack is at. Well, the bathrooms are both on the back side of the house here. This was,
though. All back there, right? Maybe on that left side in that door.
yeah. So here's a galvanized line. So if you want to see what galvanized does over time, it's actually a really good depiction. So galvanized plumbing line here. You can look in the inside. Show them the inside of that.
Trying.
See how it's all rusted in. I mean, you can zoom in, I'm sure.
It's just the lighting.
There you go. So you see how, see if I can get that in there. So you see how it's all crusty?
Oh, yeah, I see the crust.
Okay, you got the main plumbing stack in the very back here. And another bird cage.
Another cage? Come on.
And there's a ladder to go up that. This had to have been a... Oh, don't tell them I'm the owner.
Oh.
Never tell these people you're the owner, ever.
Got it.
That stack is gnarly. A lot of termites.
All right, nice. Seen it all. Oh, we got a
I'm never the owner. I'm just a team member.
Team member.
Who's asking?
This is some bailiff thing.
Oh, okay.
He just saw me and asked.
Oh, that was there was supposed to be a set out. So they came. So the bailiff just came, which is kind of crazy to see. So we had the set out for tomorrow. So we came to you got to come to see if they're out. So you go through the eviction process. You then get a red tag. The red tag shows them, hey, you lost in the eviction court. You have X amount of days to get out. So what he came today and he yellow tagged it, basically saying, this is your final notice. Tomorrow we're coming. If you're in this house, we're grabbing your stuff and we're putting it out on the curb.
Right.
That's how evictions work.
Yeah, and they could physically take you. Right.
Dude, when I was like 13, I didn't realize this is what my dad did. He wasn't like, so we did the property preservation. We worked for the bank. So the bank foreclosed on the house and then they evicted the owner. We had to facilitate the set out. So I was like 13. I remember this lady getting like, there was like 12 cop cars.
Oh my
This lady getting, I'm
God.
not leaving my house.
Wow.
Insane. Insane. I didn't know didn't know until a couple
Right.
years ago what was going on. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that was wild. And
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, 13 years old, trashing this lady's house out. It was wild. So,
That's pretty wild.
okay.
Yeah.
Inside, complete full gut. There's no real questions asked about that, right?
No.
So outside here, is there things, so this one's gonna be a little nuanced because do we wanna get top ARV? Do we wanna go for the 850,000 stuff? Or do we wanna kind of go with like what they have here, which is, they're both nice,
Right.
but realistically, this vinyl siding's in pretty good shape.
Yeah. Yeah.
we
absolutely.
could keep it, but in the back, do we want to get rid of windows? Do we want to change door layouts? Do we want to do certain things like that? And that's going to require us to reside, right?
Yeah. Reside the whole thing.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. Let's keep walking around and see. But let's look at the roof over here. Okay. So take a peek at the roof up there. What kind of roof is that?
Couldn't tell you. It looks all right though.
Okay, it's a 3-tab roof.
3-tab. Doesn't look too bad, right?
Doesn't look horrible from this side, so let's go look at it from the other side.
I still need my, knowledge on the roofs here better.
So at some point, you gotta start now thinking about, they did updates. So that furnace downstairs was a 2011. So at some point back then, they did some work, right?
Yeah.
So this roof could have been put on 14 years ago as well. So looking up into that roof there now, how does that look?
Looks about the same. I mean, maybe that one on the end.
Okay, what about right here? Come look.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's no bueno.
So just looking at like the discoloration, the valley and the metal, it's a little bit rusted. I'm just gonna, and we're trying to get top ARV.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all these others, like the houses that look nice, nice roofs. Let's rip this thing off and do new.
That's worth it.
Okay.
It's not a huge roof, yeah.
It's not massive, no.
Right.
All right, and then we got our windows. 100-year-old house, right? What do we got?
Windows gotta go.
Okay, why do you say that?
Because they're not looking new anymore.
Okay,
You know?
they are vinyl though.
Okay.
So what I would do, not knowing, if I didn't know they were disgusting on the inside, I'd say we need to go inside again and look at them. Can they be cleaned up? Can they not? Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up there. Those need replaced. I don't think there's any windows on this side. That's wild.
Huh. No windows.
So you start to count up the windows.
Gotta be one on the back.
Let's
at
say
least.
we need to replace them anyway. So we got 6. We got 1 up on the top here.
Yep. A few on this side of the house.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more. So we're at 15. Yeah. But these screens are not bad. These windows are not that bad.
Yeah, they don't
Like
look.
the trims around here are not great, but look what they cover. So this is what a trim coil is. So those of you that are watching this video and you guys have my deal analyzer and you see the trim coil, this is what they're covering. So they're covering old trim, and then you just rip some aluminum down, bend it, pop it in, caulk it. Now you got new trim. They're not that bad. I'm gonna try and see if we can clean them up, at least where we can. They're not that bad, no. This one might have a blown seal if you look closely, but. So what I was talking about is here, Matt. So if we're gonna make this area our kitchen, do we get rid of this door? Do we keep the door?
Right.
So probably keep the door, but do we need all these windows? Probably not.
No.
So get rid of all these windows. You got an eat-in area, and then you got your kitchen. You probably don't need these windows, maybe,
Yeah.
or you shorten them up. But then that's going to require us to, if we decide to get rid of these ones and nothing really else, or this one, we have to then reside the entire house.
Absolutely.
So that's a huge design
Yeah.
thing you got to make a decision on.
That's cool though. You get to get creative and all that.
Very
That's pretty
creative.
cool.
I mean, it's
I like
definitely one of the fun parts.
that. Yeah.
You could take this to the 9 unit.
That would be sick. Okay. Back of the house. Nice backyard. Remember, when we were looking at all these comps, having a yard and having a garage is huge.
Oh yeah, the garage.
So,
Good thing this fence is good on this side.
yeah. pour a nice patio. So these are the neighbors that I think have been asking to buy the house. So I think I was telling that story. The neighbors have been asking my lawyer because they saw what we paid for it. They're like trying to offer 25 grand more.
Oh,
And I'm like, no,
wow.
I'd sell it for like 150 grand more. So
Yeah,
these are where the bathrooms are at. So you got to imagine they might have added this on the back at one point. I don't even know if it's square. It kind of looks like it's leaning. We got to figure out what we're going to do with that back side. Looks like that's the worst part of the siding, so we're going to maybe redo that. Probably going to end up having to redo the whole house and siding.
For real. Okay.
Because you got to get creative here.
Yeah, and if you want to get, you know, 600,000-700,000.
And if we want to do the deck we were talking about, the electrical lines go right into the middle. We're going to have to maybe move it over to here or the side of the house so we can put a nice deck off there. Right?
Yeah.
I think that's an add-on to
Yes.
maybe the original plumbing checkup, or that's a look.
I don't think it's original. That would be really random. I've walked way too many houses and for that little butt out to be normal. Because you look around, none of them have that. Any of them. Okay. Then we got your giant garage. What's the first thing you notice in here, Matt?
Oh man, garage doors gotta go. I mean everything, you know.
It's filled with shit.
Yeah, that's the
So-
first thing. The shit's got to go.
Yeah. So completely filled with debris. I think they cut out the rafters at one point too.
Huh.
So you can see where they may have been, but I think you gotta almost do some structural here too. But it's a huge garage.
Yeah, I know. You could
And then
fit
also-
2 Suburbans in here, easy.
Definitely.
Easy.
So what else do you need in this garage?
Garage doors.
Okay, what else?
Um,
Big item.
big item.
Down here.
Oh, garage floor, cement.
Yep.
See,
You gotta pour a
yeah.
slab.
Uh huh.
So we're gonna have to do some structural here. We're gonna have to do a slab. We're gonna have to do a whole bunch of stuff. Those are not normal sized doors. Those are gonna be custom doors. Custom equals more money. Never that fun.
That one almost looks bigger than that one, right?
I just don't know. It's so.
That one's on the outside, this one's on the inside. So this
Let me see if there's a door over here that we can kind of go see the outside of this thing.
is a monster garage.
There's not. They have it boxed in. It's pretty crazy.
I feel like you might need to redo some wood on this side, on both sides.
Oh, barn doors.
See what we got here, boys.
I'm coming. Had to wear the nice Vans today.
Yeah, there's a whole other house there. Big garage.
Sheesh.
So what you could do is you run a whole new beam across. I mean, that's got to be a 3-car garage, right?
Yeah,
Or close.
absolutely. Or just double Suburban.
Yeah, double Suburban. Trying to think for myself. I'm gonna move into this thing. Sorry, Maddie. Well, I'm gonna get the Corvette, and I don't have anywhere to put it. You know.
Oh boy.
How much room do you even have to pull in your garage with this random?
It's a huge garage.
Yeah.
It's a huge structure.
I mean, you get this house, you might be able to get this apartment complex right here.
That's right.
That's garage is sick.
Yeah.
Good Lord. What a shame that they did this. What a shame.
One man's trash, another man's treasure.
That's right, that's right.
So that right there is the walkthrough of this place. It's gonna be a fun one. So we're gonna probably spend the next 6 months or so fixing this thing up. We're probably, I'm guessing it right now, not put pen to paper because we just got in yesterday. I wanted to show you guys the raw of what it looks like when we got it. We're probably gonna spend 200 grand on this thing.
What are the comps over here?
One on the corner is selling. If we finish that attic, what does that add? 400 square foot.
Yeah.
So that gets us to 2,000 square. We could probably sell it for 650, 700 if we do that. So we bought it for 250, put 200 in. We're gonna have another 50 grand probably of holding costs. That's gonna be our money, and then we sell it for 650, 700. Probably looking at 150 grand profit margin on this thing, if all goes well.
Right.
So
right.
I'll revisit this video in about 6 months, and I'll be like, I hate this house. We're only gonna make 20 grand. That's how it goes. But
Should have sold it to the
this
other
house
dude.
is sick.
Yeah.
This house is sick. So
This is awesome.
until next time, let's get it.